Hi everyone. In Ontario, electricity is becoming more expensive to use because of misinformation and political ego, effectively making us all poorer. I'm Alan Small. Welcome to this free-to-choose video, Life from a Libertarian Point of View. The price of electricity is rising dramatically for everyone who lives in Ontario. Money that you might have used for other purposes will now have to pay for higher electrical bills. Why? A Liberal government pamphlet that was mailed to all homeowners explains that the higher fees will pay for infrastructure upgrades, since all coal-fired power plants are being shut down because they pollute the air we breathe. Though that seems reasonable, is it true? Is air pollution directly related to those coal power plants? The answer may surprise you. The McGuinty Liberal government has already closed several coal-fired power plants and plans to shut them all down by 2014. McGuinty would carry out his wish to make Ontario the first jurisdiction in North America to eliminate safe and reliable coal-fired power plants. This graphic from the government pamphlet shows that in 2003, coal-fired generation represented 25% of total electrical generation. By the end of 2010, this component had dropped to just 8%, a 68% reduction in electricity produced from coal. Did that drop translate to less pollution? One way to find out is to review smog alerts issued by the Weather Bureau, Environment Canada. Smog alerts generally occur in the late spring and summer when the wind blows from the south or southwest. This graph shows that 2005 was a bad year for total smog days at Toronto's Pearson Airport. So was 2007. This was despite the closure of several coal-fired power plants in Ontario. Strangely, the years 1995 to 2000 were not bad years for smog at all. If coal plants were a primary source of pollution, surely that would be evident when all the plants were open and operating before 2003. That is not what we see. Then what causes the bad smog days as seen in this view of Toronto? The answer is related to our weather and where it originates. A document called Transboundary Air Pollution in Ontario, commissioned by the province and released in 2005, shows where some of our pollution might originate. Central and southern Ontario is where the large majority of people live, and this map from the document, and others that follow, shows how warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico comes across the Canadian border deep into Ontario after passing over our American neighbors. In the 16-year period from 1995 through to the end of 2010, the three worst years for smog corresponded exactly with the three hottest summers at Toronto's Pearson Airport. Our pollution seems directly related to the weather systems that carry polluted air from American cities, with factories, cars, and coal-fired generation stations. As this graphic from year 2000 shows, the larger the circle, the more particulates in the air. Particulate pollution that originates in Ontario is relatively insignificant compared to Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Of course, there are many other factors involved in air pollution, thermal inversions, and so on. But the use of low-sulfur coal and modern-day scrubber technology has made coal a relatively safe, cheap, clean, plentiful, and reliable fuel source. Natural gas and biomass fuels are also readily available and equally reliable. But the McGuinty government has another motive, as voiced by Energy Minister Brad Dogood in 2010. He said, quote, "This is the most significant climate change initiative in all of North America. It puts us ahead of the game, and that's where we fully intend to stay." Unquote. Does it really? I'm Alan Small, and this is a free-to-choose video, bringing you a slice of life from a libertarian point of view. Join me again soon. Thank you so much for watching.